This is Derek. I can help you.
Hi, I was calling because I just left the store, the pit stop, and there was a few guys out there, and one pulled out a gun, and he was threatening the other guy that he was going to shoot him, and he was right in front of the store, so the store owner wanted me to call it in.
Only 6 minutes after the 911 call was made, the first responding officer saw an individual matching the description of the suspect riding a bike. The officer then proceeds to follow the suspect, calling for another unit in the process.
240 on Odessa going southbound. There's a male on a bike. I'm going to turn around and see if that might be him.
The officer communicated the suspect's direction of flight, directing other responding officers where to go.
He's right here at the corner. He's taking off his backpack. He's running southbound towards the next street over. He's in the alleyway.
Another responding officer encounters the suspect in the alley. The suspect runs from the officer, and the officer gives chase.
Hey, man, come here. Come here.
During the foot chase, the suspect shoots at the officer, hitting him in his lower extremities. The officer returns fire, striking the suspect.
West!
During this time, the first responding officer hears the gunfire, returns to a patrol unit, and drives toward the suspect's last reported direction of flight, spotting him in a nearby field.
Behind the car wash, he's got the gun in his hand.
He's in the alleyway in the open field, has a gun in his hand.
Give me a location. Give me an intersection.
All right, he's running back. Stand by.
White shirt, blue stripe.
The officer then encounters the suspect, who emerges from behind a building, wielding what the officer believed to be a gun. The officer then fires one shot.
White shirt, khaki short.
Shoot priority. Suspect down.
240, he's down.
It was later determined that the suspect was unarmed at that time.
Okay. How can you tell if a suspect is armed? How do you go through all this? I mean, this is a very long, protracted pursuit, a lot of moving parts. Donald Schweitzer, I'll start with you. Your thoughts tonight.
Vinny, you know that officers these days go through a lot of specialized training to determine at a split second whether or not somebody is armed and dangerous. But reality says that it's not always possible. A lot of times it's just impossible, and you have to look at the situation. In this case, it's reasonable for this officer to think that this guy posed a danger to himself and the community because he just shot one of his fellow officers. And prior to that, he'd been threatening others with his gun. And this officer stated when he was chasing after him that he thought that the man had a gun in his hand. It may not have been the case, but that was his perception. It was a reasonable perception under these circumstances, Vinny.